Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of this 13-part series, and in today's video, we are going to be discussing Vernon. Today, I'll be sharing my opinion on what I think Vernon's 3 best and worst eras are, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, picking a bottom 3 was so hard. Making this video made me realize that Vernon literally doesn't have a single bad era. He kills it every single time, and we love that for him. I love that for him. I don't know about you guys. Are there any Vernon anties in the comments? Reveal yourself so I can literally block you. If you're a Vernon antie, it's on site. Anyways, enough with me trolling. So, let's be real. If I wasn't trying to make my title as clickbait as possible, it would have been 3 flawless, perfect, and amazing Vernon eras, and 3 eras that were still amazing and flawless, just to a slightly lesser extent. But I stand by my opinions, and I will be sharing what I think the flaws of the bottom 3 eras were. So yeah, if you don't know, Vernon is the main rapper of the K-pop boy group 17, and he's also considered the face of the group. And I promise you guys, my choices for these era rankings were a little bit spicy. I'm not lying. So, with all of that out of the way, let's get started. Once again, an era where the B-sides saved the era from being the worst. Now, don't get me wrong, Vernon had some amazing lines in Oh My, but overall, I sort of forgot about him in the music video. His vocal tone, in my opinion, didn't fit the theme of the song as well as the other members, and I'm just gonna be honest, his haircut sort of made me want to forget about him. He basically just had his hair that he had in Adore You, but this time it was worse, and I don't know how to feel about that. Anyways, luckily this era had my favorite hip-hop team song, What's Good. What's Good is just, it's a timeless bop. It's so funky and fun, and whenever that song comes on, you know I am jumping out of my chair to dance to it. If you haven't listened to What's Good, electric chair. Go listen to it, or watch the performance, or a fan cam, or anything. I don't care, just go watch What's Good. It's that amazing. Holiday is also amazing. That entire music video is just eye candy. Wanwoo, you have the camera work of, I don't know, just everyone. You're so talented. And Vernon's vocal tone really shined with that deep sort of echoey tone he has. It fit Holiday way more than Oh My in my opinion. So basically, in conclusion, Oh My was still a good Vernon era. It was just sort of overshadowed by the others.
밖은 여전히 추워 시린 코끝진도 우리를 멀리서도 다가서게 하는 추억 아무도 안 나 cause our side so chilly Don't stop us from breathing shit 바람을 깨 Paralyze me I cannot do anything 내가 둠씩 shake 더 깊이 내가 둠씩 shake 더 깊이
I feel like this one is going to take a lot of people by surprise, but I'm being completely serious when I say that Home Era is one of my all-time favorite Vernon eras. When Vernon uses his softer tone, it's always so pretty, and the way he was able to go from Home to Getting Closer in the same album? King of duality. Vernon's voice and his rap parts were really able to add a layer of depth into the musicality of Home by adding soft yet strong feelings into the verses, and it really made Home a masterpiece for me. Chilly and Getting Closer are also such good songs. I'm not sure why they're in this album specifically, but I'm not complaining. Vernon's lines and Chilly will stay iconic, and even the members themselves go back to that song because They have taste, and kings acknowledge kings. Vernon also killed Getting Closer. I feel like Woozy and Bumzu made that song for Vernon because he and Hoshi just embody that song. Also, special shout out to Good to Me, another iconic bop, but I'm not going to go too deep into it to keep this section brief. Anyways, guys, let's move on. Stream Home.
사랑한다는 말이 Where you going 어디가 What do I feel my grip loosening 너의 혼자라가 붙잡은 주먹 왜 힘 풀리지 Yeah I check in South City Yeah I check in Singapore City Melbourne City 시기작은 지금 내거 감지하는 게 오늘 원초적 기본을
I'm so sorry, check-in stands. I really slandered you guys with this choice, but I stand by it. Don't Wanna Cry really did Vernon dirty with this one. They said, Vernon, you're gonna sing once at the beginning and once at the end, and that's it. I mean, of course, as usual, Vernon got a lot of visual shots throughout the music video, but this is literally the only title track where Vernon doesn't rap for a single second. And like, for what? He's the main rapper, just have him rap. Like, it doesn't make sense. Besides the title track, this album had some decent B-sides. We all know Check-In is only on the physical version, but I chose to include it just because that song is iconic. Come on. 17 mixtapes are always amazing, but Check-In really deserved the music video. Overall, I do still enjoy the other B-sides on this track, but If I was not as good of a hip-hop team song as What's Good, and Crazy in Love was not as good as Getting Closer or Good to Me, which is why this era is worse than Oh My in my opinion. However, I do want to point out that the styling was amazing for Don't Wanna Cry. It was very, soft, or whatever. Anyways.
하나 둘셋넷 Left and right, left and right 지워진 기억이 다시 피어나 눈뜨고 싶지가 않았던 어딘가로 더 가까이 아직은 넌 살해
I kinda doubt that anyone clicked on this video without the idea that Left and Right would be in the top 3 in some way, shape, or form. Vernon really just had it all in this era. The styling with that gray monochrome outfit in Left and Right, the iconic lines with that jelly scene in My, and the visual moments in the Fearless stage were all just impeccable. Like, Vernon can pull anything off, but when he's given good material to work with, it just takes everything to an entirely different level. Left and Right is Vernon's song, through and through. He is the star of that music video. And the amount of memes that came out of My and the edits that popped up when the Fearless stage dropped were just a cultural reset, really. Left and Right is not at all my favorite 17 title track, but I would be more than delusional to say that Vernon didn't obliterate this era. And I respect the amount of fans that were brought into the fandom because of this era.
용기가 부족했어 사랑이란 말을 조금이라도 외치 같다면 I'm thinking about you I'm thinking about you I'm thinking about you 하면 되지 조금 멀면 어때 우리 둘이 이어져 있는 선을 따라서
Okay, I know what you're gonna say, just hear me out for a second. Thanks is Vernon's worst era because he's only on 2 B-sides on this album, and that's a crime. This album is literally so good, but the fact that it only has 4 songs and it doesn't have any songs with the subunits is criminal. Yes, I know it's a special director's cut album. Do I care? No. We all wanted more songs. Like, Thanks? A masterpiece. Thinking About You? A masterpiece. Run to You? A masterpiece. What if we got even more masterpieces in an extended version of this album? Vernon killed every single song on this album. But the fact that he only got to be in 3 songs makes this his worst era because he deserved more. Anyways, this is sort of a joke pick because picking bad Vernon eras was impossible. I literally have nothing actually bad to say about this era. I just wish we got more. I don't know.
Just let it roll out. Trauma got me, baby. 중2 때 난 자퇴. Basically ain't no friend.
I mean, come on. Clap, Rocket, Trauma. These are all songs that Carrots have collectively decided are goated. And if you disagree, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just be really sad, but how can anyone watch and listen to these songs and not think that this era is just supreme for Vernon? I mean, main vocal Vernon is out here singing the frickin' chorus and clap, and then main rapper Vernon demolishes entire verses in Trauma. And who doesn't like Rocket? If you say you don't like Rocket, you're lying to yourself. And if you say you don't love Vernon, then it's on site. Kidding, obviously, but seriously, this is when people really started to realize that Vernon is a true quadruple threat. He's not just a rapper and a dancer. He's a singer and an amazing visual as well. Also, he has charisma, so screw it, he's a quintuple threat. Wow. Look at me using big words as if I didn't write that down in my script. But anyways, another thing about Vernon in this era that's really charming to me is how he shares the audience's attention. Like, in Left and Right, he commanded attention, which is awesome, but in Clap era, he let his other members really come through too, which is a little bit more endearing in my opinion. In Trauma, the rest of the hip-hop team still live rent-free in my mind, and in Rocket, Joshua actually killed it. And something about that just makes me like Vernon even more. All in all, Clap era is just amazing, and Vernon being himself was just able to bring it. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. What do you guys think of my new intro? I still like the old one, so I think I'll switch between using the two as my intro/outro, depending on how I'm feeling. Also, I've decided I'm doing the series in reverse age order, so next time, we'll be finishing off the Maknae line with Sungwon. Hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.